Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft 1.16 Let's Play here on my channel. So in today's episode, I have a couple of plans, but I am going live in about an hour and we're going to be exploring the Nether, so I want to prepare for that first. So first things first, I made a realization after recording the last episode that I didn't take the torches out of this spawner here. But I've since done that. I had been sitting here recording for like 10 minutes and realized it was a black screen the whole time. So the clip isn't there, but I fixed it. And now it works even better. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna try to get a little bit over 30 levels and then we can enchant some diamond armor, stream, and then get on to our plans for today's episode. Okay, so I know that 36 isn't quite enough to get a full suit of diamond armor, but, but it's enough, and I can always make another set and combine them later once I do have the levels. So we're gonna grab the diamonds, and then we need the lapis, so I'm just gonna go right here and helmet, pants, boots, chest plate. There we go. Let's go enchant them. Alright, so I'm gonna do the boots first. Ooh, protection though. I'm gonna get that on my chest plate. That's pretty decent. That's not bad at all. Now let's see if I can get more protection. Okay, alright. One more. Aqua affinity. Unbreaking 3. Honestly, Depth Strider. I guess I'm not terribly mad at that. I'd rather have something else, like feather falling. But now we can take this nasty iron armor off. It's all like half broken and stuff. And we can put the diamond armor on. Look at me. Look at me. It would be so much better if that helmet was enchanted though. I should have gotten 3 more levels. Oh well. Alright, so I just finished my live stream where we found and explored this nether fortress. I came up right over there. There is a blaze spawner right behind me, right above my head, so now we can make a blaze farm. So I'm never running out of plans for this Let's Play. So that's gonna happen soon, but the main reason I wanted to come to the Nether and explore it a little bit more was to get some blackstone. So I picked up a little bit of blackstone and took it back to our home area. And I'm thinking I want to use it in our little cabin area. This magma cube here is gonna just annihilate me. In our little cabin area, I wanted to see how it looked with the rest of the color palette, so let's go check that out. Okay, so as you can see, I have put a panel up here of just blackstone, and I don't think I want to build the entire thing out of blackstone. I just think it could be cool. With the palette, I'm really not sure what I was thinking, but I thought just introducing something a lot darker would kind of help me so that not all the buildings look the same, but they're kind of similar. So with the spruce here, I was just testing out some colors and I was trying to figure out which wood looks better with the blackstone, and I had gotten some dark oak saplings from a wandering trader, so that's how I have the logs, and I think the stripped dark oak logs look a lot better with a building with the blackstone than the spruce logs or the stripped spruce logs even. So I'm thinking that might be, like when I use the blackstone, I think I might use dark oak with the buildings instead of the spruce, because it just looks so much better. And the stripped variant of spruce is just too dark, or too close to the fence color. So yeah, also I did all this in the live stream before the one that I just did, where I created these paths and I kind of mapped out this building here. I don't know what I want it to be yet, so if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. But I have it wrapping around right here, and I might end up just taking this little section out. I plan to make this a lake, so I plan to dig it out even more and fill it with water, and we'll have some more buildings back here. But I did decide that instead of putting buildings in the mountain here, it would be a mine, and then we would put like a little miner's hut on this side of the lake. So I think that's the plan for this area over here. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think about the black stone. I really don't know how I'm gonna incorporate it yet, but there it is. Also, in my live stream, I got my very first wither skeleton skull, so it was really cool actually during my live stream. To save you the trip to Twitch, I had entered the Nether Fortress, and there was a wither skeleton, and I said, "Drop me your skull." I killed him, and he dropped his skull. My very first wither skeleton. It was crazy. I was shook. But if you do want to check that out, it's at twitch.tv/faint_object. Now, to get to my actual plan for today, we are going to be creating a sugarcane farm so that I don't have to keep coming over here and harvesting it and then turning it into paper and trading it. So I want something that's gonna just keep producing the sugarcane over and over and over. So I don't really have much place to put it. So right now I've always wanted to dig down this hill, so I think we're gonna do that and see if we can't make the farm fit nicely in there. This farm is going to be temporary, so it's not gonna be anything fancy. I'm not gonna build a fancy building because I have an actual plan in my head for a farming area, like a whole underground farming tower I have a plan for. So let's get to digging this hill out and then we can build the farm. So I collected some materials, and so I have some rails. I might need more powered rails, but that's okay. I've got some building blocks, probably won't need this many. I've got some hoppers, probably won't need that many either. In fact, we're going to use one of them to make a hopper minecart, and then I grabbed some pistons and some observers and some redstone, and then of course you're going to need your sugarcane. Also, don't forget the water. You don't need 16 buckets, I just had 16 buckets. Okay, so let's start. I don't know exactly where I want to put this, but I want it to be loaded. I think I'm just gonna put it at the back here. So I'm going to dig out, I don't know how much. Alright, so I think I just dug out like 9. I think that's enough, and we can stack it if we need to. We can make it bigger if we need to. But I think 9 is a good number. So for right now, I'm gonna dig out these blocks under here because we need to be able to put the minecarts in. So right back here is where the water is gonna go. So we want to make sure we get these minecarts in correctly the first time. So this collection system is not going to stay the same. Like I said, this whole farm is temporary. So I know that I'm just gonna dig some of this away. We are going to go ahead and put a couple of hoppers here in the middle that are going to be facing into a chest. So I'm gonna have the chest be here. Nope. No, like that. There we go. And then of course the hoppers need to face into it, so I'm going to put a hopper into the back, a hopper here, and a hopper here, and then we can fill all this back in with dirt. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the rails in. So I'm going to put a powered rail here, and a powered rail on this side, and then regular rails in between. To get the very bottom edge of the dirt block there, that way you don't have to crouch and place it on the hopper. So then I'm just gonna grab these torches like this so that it powers those rails, and you can put dirt on top there. So then I just want to make sure that that is short enough distance that the minecart makes it all the way back and forth, which it does. Awesome. So I'm actually going to take this off of here for a second because I'm going to put the water in, and I want to make sure I don't mess up. I don't want everything to get washed away. So something that you want to do is you want to grab your building block and you want to put it like this, right on top of the water, not in the water, right on top of it, and build it all the way to the end. And then put your pistons on top of there. And then come out the back and put more blocks. I'm going to put them right here because I find that's easier for me to crouch and place the observers. So then get your observers and make sure that the red dot is on the back, so the arrow will be pointing backwards, which means the face is on the front, and do that on top of each piston. So now what you want to do is you want to put blocks right back here behind the pistons, and then put a string of redstone dust. And then there's your redstone. So to make sure that it works, I'm going to take some sugarcane, just like this, and you see all the pistons trigger. So when the sugarcane grows up and the observer sees it, it's going to trigger all the pistons and push any sugarcane forward. So I'm going to go ahead and put the minecart back. And then we're going to cover all this up with dirt. I am going to leave the chest accessible, and then I will actually put glass in front of it so that we can see the farm working, and then we don't have to worry about the sugarcane flying out here. Alright, and there is the farm done. I also added some lighting, so you want to make sure that it's lit up. So, it's not the best farm in the world. I've been AFK for a few hours now, and this is all I've gotten. But it's pretty small compared to other farms I've made in other worlds. So, it's fine for what I need right now. And like I said, if I find myself needing more later, I can stack more on top of it, or I can just make the farm bigger in general. And again, like I said, this is also temporary. This is not going to stay here. This is going to come down eventually. So, let's talk about that really quick. So, I actually want to do a really big farming tower type thing. I was scoping out an area to do our mob farm, actually. And there's this area back here. I'll show you just a second. So if you remember from the third episode we did where we went exploring, we went this way, we kind of went through here. So this big area right here, I think I want to use for our farming area. And then just over this hill, there's a huge lake area, similar to this one right here, and there's a tiny little island in the middle of it, and I think that's what I want to use for our mob farm, which I think we will actually be starting the next episode. We will actually build up and we'll gather some materials and get it started. But yeah, so I want to do a big farm tower, and I think that's what I want to put right here. It's going to be pretty large. I'm messing with a couple of designs and stuff in a creative world, but I'll let you know when I start that, because I actually do want to start it soon as well. So with all that being said and done, I think I'm going to end this episode here. So let me know what y'all want to see from this series. I haven't run out of any ideas yet, but I want to make sure that I'm putting out content that everybody likes. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!